thank you.
Mama Phoebe ku Bishop Wafoyo
Matek.
Wafoyo Makwe. Thank you very much.
We also want to thank His Grace
Archbishop
for allowing the request of Pons that we lead the retreat.
Penjipa Pons ya watelwi ponji maeni.
We thank you.
Wafoi.
And to accept that I preach.
Man yu ya yer lembe.
I don't take it for granted.
Atinge ngopi kumenu.
Thank you very much.
Wafoi.
So all of that is my introduction.
Enure nyutiri para.
And it is my way of letting you get used to how I talk. So I don't want to lose you. So my point is, today we are very excited. Particularly for Pons and his wife. Pons has led and pastored 2 archdeaconries in this diocese.
Pons utelo man ugwako archdeaconries ario I diocese maeni.
Padiere and Jonam. He has been a chaplain at Paida Primary Teacher Training College.
Chaplain Paida Primary Teachers College.
And he was a chaplain at Uganda College of Commerce, Pakwach.
Chaplain UCC Pakwach.
And a chaplain at Pakwach Secondary School.
Chaplain Pakwach Secondary School there.
He served with World Vision.
World Vision.
World Vision Uganda.
World Vision Uganda.
And he has been engaged in the life of the worldwide church.
Man ikanisa manuti ngomgung.
Through exposure by Bishop Orombi.
Kuma Bishop Orombi uoreshi duwako.
Pons here is a man of resilience.
Pons enetie dan mai shiro lembe.
He is a man of vision.
Danu maneno anyim.
He is a pastor at heart.
Etie ku adunde mi kwach.
He has developmental and strategic mind.
Etie ku ipiduish mi ketu lembe timbre man.
But he is a man of the gospel.
Man etie jayer lembe
with a love for the lost.
And etie ku da mer pijumurwinyo.
And for the church.
Man pikanisa.
He's a preacher.
He's
a teacher of the word.
He
has passion
to
bring restoration to the people of God in Nebbi. But most of all, he knows and loves Jesus Christ and lives in the power of the Holy Spirit. This is Pons, the one to whom we come for today. But Pons, let me tell you something. But as I speak to you, I hope that the Christians will also listen. Being a bishop is a high calling. It is to be one of the chief pastors of the flock of Christ. Caring for the shepherds and their people under the gracious leadership of the good shepherd himself. It is to guard the faith, unity and discipline of the church. It is to celebrate and provide for the celebration of the sacraments of the new covenant.
Sacramento,
and it is to ordain priests and deacons and join in the ordaining of bishops. All of this demand is great. It demands that the bishop should be above reproach, sober, respectable, hospitable, able to teach, gentle and well thought of by outsiders. This is what we read in 1 Timothy chapter 3, the first 7 verses. But the second thing I want to tell you, Pons, and to all of us here, these are challenging times to be a bishop in God's church. Let alone in the Diocese of Nebbi. The church today, particularly in a developing nation like our country, faces many challenges. Challenges to respond to many emerging issues one ever-present issue which your diocese, which our church, which our nation must decisively deal with is the issue to the biting poverty.
Lembe mangema pire tek maumaki nen maube timre ngom wakawono utie chan maube kayo danu dit.
In Genesis chapter 1 verse 26 we read,
Itangambere miteka shell
let us make man in our own image.
Mungu washu watim danu
And
iaiwa.
in verse 27 we read, so God created man in his own image.
Man Mungu shuyu danu kudayine
In
gire.
the image of God he created him,
Iai Mungu eshuye.
male and female.
Eshuyugi
He
nisho
created
kudaku.
them.
Chuyugi.
But today,
Enkere tin.
that image of God
Ayi pa Mungu nino.
found in God's people
Manuangre danu pa Mungu.
have been marred by the biting poverty.
Chan madit ugamni nyoto ayi eno.
Pons himself knows the difficulties presented by the biting poverty.
Pons de ngeyu peku mishan maube timu danu.
From his childhood time here in Goli
Ni ai itinu pare ka keni kudigoli.
to being an archdeacon
Ni bedu archdeacon.
and now bishop in this diocese,
Ka kumen kawono bishop idiocese maeni.
he has seen the deadening effects of biting poverty.
Eneno peku ma chan kelu.
He knows about the despair of life that can come without God.
Engeyu peku ma kwa midanu kamungu mbei iye.
He knows the answer to that despair is the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Engeyu aduogi mi peku ma enu ni atie lemba nyonga pa Yesu Kristu.
And so Pons
Ka kumeni Pons.
and all of you here,
Man un cheke ma chokru keni.
there are lessons we can learn from our reading.
Lemponji moku nuti ma shopini nuangi kumlamba
Our
gora mwa.
reading, which is from Isaiah chapter 61,
Lembe mwa ma unuangere kudisaya pirabuselu ya shell.
verses 1 to 8.
Matindo na shell ni shida bora.
But let me draw your attention to the first 3 verses.
Ake akelu shengini verses adek makuangano.
61 verse 1, these are the words we read.
Ipirabuselu ya shell, matindo ya shell.
The Spirit of the Sovereign Lord is upon me,
Parwot Yehova ni iwiya.
because the Lord has anointed me
Kum Yehova wira.
to preach good news to the poor.
Karayer rungle. Ayi ma danu makri ye cheke.
In verse 3 we read
Ivas miradek ne wasomu.
of a lovely promise,
Ilemangola mi mer.
a promise of beauty for ashes.
Jamruku kavuru.
The oil of joy for mourning,
Man mo mi mutoro kayuak.
and the garment of praise for a heavy failing spirit.
Man kendi mi pak karadianga shwin.
Ashes, mourning, fainting.
Vuru yuak man adianga shwin.
These are the signs of sorrow and grief.
Ma enigi ayi chan man yuak.
These signs, Nebbi Diocese is not new to it.
Ayi ma enigi ginyen ungo ni Nebbi Diocese.
Our church is not new to it.
Kanisa mwa enyen igingo.
Our country is not new to it.
Ngomwade lemene nyen irengo.
But there is hope.
Eregenu gen nuti.
Whereas beauty, joy, and garments of praise,
Kama mutoro bedu ber man jamruku mi yung.
these are signs of celebration.
Ma enigi na yi mitimu mutoro.
So here we are moving from funeral attire to a wedding dress.
Wabe ai ikendi mi yuak. Washidu ikendi mi nyom maleng.
It really speaks to us.
E wechu bangwa.
You look at the Diocese of Nebbi.
Kainenu Diocese mi Nebbi.
Recently, we lost our bishop,
Nini mashengi ni eni. Kwapa bishop
and we have been in mourning.
Wabedu kayuak.
In fact, we are still mourning.
Danford chiku yuak asu.
But
Ento.
even in the midst of that,
Kada okuri kinma
there is a
enu.
promise from God,
Genu get lemangola nuti
a
mwa
promise
Mungu.
of hope,
Lemangola mi
a
genu gen.
promise of joy.
Lemangola mi mutoro.
So how can this be?
Ma eni shopu timbre ni nedi.
Well, Jesus claimed this text as his own
Yesu gamu nyutu lembagora ma eni
when
chalo
he
pare
preached
gire.
at his hometown in Nazareth,
Karime bedi adura matugi mi Nazareti.
which is in Luke chapter 4 beginning at verse 16.
Luka miteka ngwen ni shaku matinde na parabusia.
Jesus draws attention to himself.
E nyutu lemu ni duogi kume
He
en.
says, the Spirit of the Lord
E washu tipu paruot.
is upon me.
Ni iwia.
My name is Jesus.
Nyinga Yesu.
The Spirit of God
Tipu paruot.
is with me.
Ni iwia.
Why?
Pirango.
That I may be able to open my mouth
Kara ayab doga.
and proclaim
Mana yer.
Good news
lemba nyonga maber
to the poor.
ni dhano majushan
Proclaim,
karayer
speak
awechi
good news.
lemba nyonga
There are not many good news in the world today.
lemba nyonga pongungoi ngom ka
Even
keni
in the Bible, there were not many good news.
kadok biblia de lemba nyonga
Even
maber
though there
bedu
was also some good news.
kadok lemba nyonga maber de bedu nuti
But first there was the bad news.
en kere makwanga bedu lembe
For
marach
Israel,
ni ju israeli
they had lost it.
girwinyu
Because of disobedience to God,
ni kum ngai ni mungu
and this is because of sin,
en ke ni kum dubo
they were taken to exile.
juterugi angecha
They spent time in exile. Come Jesus,
ende ka yesu bino